welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you are having a fantastic day. Folks, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to talk about the anointed one herself, the mouth from the South, the truly privileged, delayed, not denied, A'ja Wilson, who has in fact been delayed and denied from another WNBA title by the privileged tandem of Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, who have led the New York Liberty to a 3-1 series victory in the semifinals against the A'ja Wilson. I was going to say led, but almost more like the A'ja Wilson less Las Vegas Aces, because she just simply did not show up to lead her team in this playoff series. That is the hard truth that you're going to see a lot of A'ja Wilson fans try and spin. She got smoked, bent over the knee, spanked, and sent home by the girls who are, according to A'ja herself, I'm extrapolating a little bit, but since that's how she feels about the likes of Kelsey Plum and Paige Beckers, I'm going to believe that she feels that way again about Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu as well. They made it into the league. What pushed them over the top was their inability to tan. And yet somehow they have said, A'ja, no, bye-bye. Time for you to go home and enjoy your off season. And this, despite the fact that it's been made abundantly clear, A'ja Wilson has the most special whistle in the entire WNBA, to the point in this divided WNBA fandom that the league was able to unite us all. To unite us all. The one ring, the one thought. We could all say, yeah, that's true. It is that the referees have a special whistle for the Las Vegas Aces, even more so for A'ja Wilson than any other player in the league. Look, folks, this is bad all the way around. Now look at this. This is crazy. A'ja Wilson, 7 of 13. Not terrible, not really great for her in 37 minutes when she is the unanimous MVP, when she is the best player in the world, when she gets every single call. She can only come up with 19 points and 10 rebounds, a pedestrian Angel Reese style double-double. That's one MVP. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, that is one MVP. That is also one Olympian. Another is Chelsea Gray, the point god, as I keep being told and reminded. That word must mean something different to me than it does for those folks, because she was 3 of 8, a whopping six assists for the point guard. Hey, you've got A'ja Wilson, man. That 6 assists got to be like 15 to 20 every single game. I don't know how it wouldn't be. I will say this for A'ja Wilson. If she were playing on the Indiana Fever, and I would never want that for a whole host of reasons, but if she were playing with Caitlin Clark and she ran the court, yeah, I will say she would definitely have a lot of points there, and Caitlin Clark would be breaking assist records every other game. But A'ja Wilson, 19 points, only took 13 shots. I'm not sure that's what your MVP should be doing. But back to Chelsea Gray, 7 points, 6 assists, minus 16. That's 2 Olympians, folks. Let's see how the others did. Kelsey Plum, 5 of 16, 3 of 9 from 3. 17 points, but on 16 shots, not so great. Only 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Jackie Young, Olympian, 1 of freaking 10 from the field, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Absolutely horrifically bad from the Olympians for the Las Vegas Aces, led by A'ja Wilson. By the way, speaking of A'ja Wilson, again, first ever, this is the first, she has secured a first, folks. So again, shout out to her for this. The first ever WNBA or NBA unanimous MVP to not, I repeat, to not make the finals in the year in which they were the unanimous MVP. Now, can we talk about Becky Hammon for just a second? Because, as you know, the Las Vegas Aces are not just disliked because of A'ja Wilson and the things she says and how unlikable she is. No, it is top to bottom, folks. Now, this was last year after they won. They celebrated their back-to-back championships. This is Becky Hammon, the coach. I'm going to let this play a couple times because it's only like 4 seconds long, and I want to make sure that you do hear it. This is something she is saying about Breanna Stewart, who shot, let's just say she shot very poorly. I think, 3 of 17 in that clinching game. She was not one of her best. But this is probably not something that the opposing coach, who won, by the way, really should be saying.
3 for 17 is you need to talk about it. 3 for 17 is you need to talk about it. 3 for 17 is you need to talk about it.
Becky Hammon, clear Becky Hammon, you are classless. You have no class at all. In no way, shape, or form would I ever want you to be a head coach for me. Would I ever want you to publicly show your face in any capacity for any business that I ever run? Because this is not a one-off, folks. We talked about it in other videos the beginning of the year with the ridiculous stuff she said about Caitlin Clark. You could talk about how nasty she was when she got so upset that A'ja Wilson might not be Defensive Player of the Year and then wasn't Defensive Player of the Year. Absolutely. This is who she is. This is who she is. And before we even get into more of that, this is Breanna Stewart after today's game discussing that time last year because she was going through some things.
And was wiping away some tears. Yeah. Can you give us a little more information on?
Yeah, it definitely was emotional, and I'll try not to get emotional, but Marta's my father-in-law, passed away last year, yesterday. So no matter what, it's a really tough time, and just the way that the series went last year, kind of going through all of that, and making sure that this year is different, and continuing to, Marta and I talk about doing everything that her dad would want us to do, and we continue to do that. And I have receipts on the things that were said that the entire team does, but for really my mentality was today was to go in and get this win for my wife and her dad.
So Breanna Stewart was going through last year, and oddly, it just hit me. A very random, but not, great thing to be sharing with Breanna Stewart is my mother also passed away a year ago yesterday. So I completely understand at this point her frame of mind at the time. But even setting that aside, like, even if you don't know that, for an opposing coach who was the winner, by the way, back-to-back championships, and that is the snarky, condescending BS comment you make as the winning head coach about a player on another team is absolutely revolting. It is disgusting. But again, this is who the Aces are. Do I need to bring up Derica Hamby? Allegedly being traded because she was pregnant, and also a whole lot of other things in her lawsuit against Becky and the Aces. And Becky, by the way, was suspended for a couple of games for some things in that whole situation. Apparently, Hamby was treated very, very poorly when she went back to Las Vegas for the first time this year as a member of the Los Angeles Sparks. The fans booed her. So the fans take the lead from their coach and their MVP, and they are classless. That doesn't also get into the shady dealings and the investigation going on with the money situation with the Las Vegas Aces and the Vegas Chamber of Commerce giving out $100,000 to all of the players each. Again, it's alleged a situation. It's just something that's being investigated right now. But that is your Las Vegas Aces. There is nothing to like. I think I might have actually gotten more joy out of them flaming out in the playoffs than I get from a Dallas Cowboys loss. Here's Asia's playoffs games, by the way. She was okay last game, I guess. She got some rebounds, but again, she's what, a 6'4", 6'5" athletic player with long arms. In the WNBA, you just stand under the basket, you should get 10 rebounds. 21 points, only 6 rebounds in the first game, a loss. 24 points, only 7 rebounds and a loss. And then 19 and 19 the last 2 games, picked up a few more rebounds. Not once in one game against the Liberty. By the way, didn't do it against the Storm either. Not once did she hit her season average in points. 3 of the 6 games, single-digit rebounds. She was not good all playoffs long, folks. I got to tell you, I am happy to see the Las Vegas Aces sent packing, A'ja Wilson sent to her room to think about the things she's done. I'm going to leave it there. I'm enjoying this a little too much. I might get carried away. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Oh, one thing I got to say, look, I kept an eye on things. I was not watching this game. I was watching one of the best playoff games in baseball I have seen, with my Phillies giving me multiple heart attacks in the same game before finally pulling it out and evening the series against the Mets after completely blowing game 1. Well, that's a video for another day, maybe. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about the Aces, Becky Hammond's behavior, A'ja Wilson, all that stuff. I really do appreciate you checking this out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.